In the end, only three things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you. Imagine waking up every morning with that nagging voice in your head, whispering doubts like a relentless shadow. You're not good enough. Why can't you be more like them? What if you fail again? It's exhausting, isn't it? That inner critic, bloated with pride and fear, turns simple joys into battles, relationships into competitions, and your own mind into a prison. You felt it, that knot in your stomach when someone criticizes you, or the hollow rush of chasing approval that never quite satisfies. Deep down, you know this ego is holding you back, fueling anxiety, resentment, and a sense of isolation in a world that already feels chaotic. But what if you could shatter it, not with force, but with gentle wisdom that reveals your true, boundless self? In this video, you'll discover practical Buddhist strategies to dismantle your ego, leading to deeper connections, unshakable calm, and a life where setbacks become stepping stones rather than soul crushers. We'll dive into lessons that have transformed lives for centuries, showing you how to quiet that voice and embrace the flow of existence. And to bring it all alive, I'll share the riveting story of Milarepa, the Tibetan mystic who rose from the depths of vengeance and ego-driven destruction to embody pure enlightenment, a tale of raw human struggle and triumphant release that will leave you inspired to start your own journey. If these ideas resonate with you and you're ready to join a community of like-minded seekers uncovering timeless truths for personal growth, consider hitting that like button, sharing this with a friend who needs it, and subscribing to Timeless Wisdom Official. Let's build this path together.
The diagnosis. So, why does your ego feel like an unbreakable chain, dragging you through life with constant friction? Let's peel back the layers. In Buddhist teachings, the ego isn't just a personality quirk. It's an illusion, a fabricated sense of I that separates you from the interconnected web of existence. You weren't born with this bloated self. Society and your own mind conditioned it into you. Think about it. From childhood, you're bombarded with messages that scream individualism. Stand out, be the best, protect what's yours. American culture, with its emphasis on achievement and self-reliance, amplifies this. You're taught to build walls around your identity, your job title, your possessions, your opinions, as if they're the core of who you are. But Buddhism reveals the counterintuitive truth. This ego is the root of your suffering, or dukkha, because it clings to impermanence, creating endless cycles of desire and aversion. Picture your ego like a mirage in the desert. You chase it, thinking it's water that will quench your thirst, but it only leaves you parched and disoriented. Psychologically, this stems from early conditioning. As a kid, you learn to defend yourself, to survive social dynamics, like fitting in at school or earning parental approval. Over time, this defense mechanism hardens into armor. In the US, where success is often measured by material wins and social media likes, your ego inflates to cope with the pressure. You compare yourself to filtered Instagram lives, fueling envy. You defend your views in heated debates, not for truth, but to avoid feeling diminished. Yet, here's the overlooked reality. This ego isn't protecting you, it's isolating you. Buddhism calls it anatta, or no self, the idea that there's no fixed, independent you separate from the world. Your thoughts, emotions, and body are transient, like clouds passing in the sky. Clinging to a solid ego creates attachment, leading to fear of loss. Why do you lash out when criticized? Because it threatens this illusion. Why do relationships sour? Ego demands control, turning love into possession. But society doesn't help. Consumerism whispers that buying more will solidify your worth. Politics polarizes, making us versus them, a ego-boosting game. Even self-help culture sometimes backfires, pushing empower your inner self without questioning if that self is real. The result? A nation of stressed, disconnected people, rates of anxiety and depression soaring because egos clash like tectonic plates. You feel it in traffic jams, where a minor slight sparks rage, or at work, where credit stealing feels like a personal attack. Buddhism diagnoses this as ignorance of interdependence. You suffer because you forget that your happiness ripples into others, and vice versa. It's not weakness, it's a universal trap. Rhetorically, ask yourself, have you ever felt truly free after winning an argument, or does it just breed more tension? That's the ego's deceit. It promises security but delivers chains. This conditioning runs deep, wired into your brain's survival instincts. Evolution favored egos for tribal protection, but in modern life, it's outdated baggage. The counterintuitive twist? Destroying the ego doesn't mean becoming a doormat. It means transcending limitations, seeing reality as it is, fluid, connected, impermanent. Most struggle because they fight the ego head-on, like wrestling a shadow, which only strengthens it. Instead, Buddhism urges observation, revealing how ego arises from fleeting thoughts. You overlook this because admitting I is an illusion feels scary, like losing control. But that's the liberation. No fixed self means no fixed suffering. In a fast-paced US world, where burnout is a badge of honor, this truth is revolutionary. Your ego thrives on busyness, distractions like endless scrolling, numbing the quiet where truth emerges. Break free by recognizing the diagnosis. Your struggles aren't personal failures, they're symptoms of a shared delusion. Once seen, the path to destruction opens. The shift, the power of wisdom. Now, let's ignite that spark of transformation inside you. You've diagnosed the ego's grip, its illusions of separation and control fueling your daily struggles. But Buddhism doesn't just point out the problem. It offers a profound shift through wisdom that dissolves the ego like mist under the morning sun. This isn't about suppression or denial. It's about awakening to your true nature, boundless and interconnected. Imagine shedding a heavy coat you've worn for years, feeling the fresh air on your skin for the first time. That's the power we're tapping into here, a gentle yet radical release that leads to genuine freedom. To make this real for you, let's journey into the life of Milarepa, the legendary Tibetan poet and yogi whose story embodies the ego's destruction through Buddhist practice. Born in the 11th century, Milarepa started not as a saint, but as a man consumed by ego's fire. Picture this. Young Milarepa, orphaned and cheated out of his inheritance by greedy relatives. Humiliated and raging, his ego screamed for vengeance. "They've stripped me of everything," it whispered. "Make them pay." Driven by this false self, he turned to black magic, mastering sorcery to summon hailstorms that destroyed his enemy's village, killing dozens. The rush of power felt intoxicating at first, a ego triumph. But soon, the weight of karma crushed him. Guilt gnawed at his soul like a relentless storm, revealing the ego's hollow victory. It promises control but delivers chains of remorse and isolation. Haunted, Milarepa sought redemption, finding Marpa, a stern Buddhist master. Here's where the shift begins. Marpa didn't hand him easy enlightenment. Instead, he tested Milarepa's ego to its core. "Build me a tower," Marpa commanded, only to order it torn down repeatedly. Milarepa toiled for years, hauling stones up treacherous mountains, his body blistering under the sun, muscles screaming in agony. Each rejection felt like a dagger to his pride. "Why me?" his ego wailed. But Marpa knew, true wisdom demands ego's demolition. Through this grueling ordeal, Milarepa faced his attachments, pride, resentment, the illusion of a separate I deserving special treatment. Rhetorically, have you ever clung to a grudge, only to realize it poisons you more than anyone else? Milarepa did, and in the exhaustion, something cracked open. As he meditated in icy caves, surviving on nettles that turned his skin green, Milarepa practiced Buddhist insights like impermanence and no self. He observed his thoughts like passing clouds, detaching from the ego's stories. "This anger isn't me," he realized. This body, these desires, they're transient. The shift was visceral. Ego's walls crumbled, revealing compassion's vast ocean. From murderer to enlightened master, Milarepa composed songs of wisdom, teaching that ego destruction births humility and joy. His cave meditations weren't escape. They were confrontation, melting the self into unity with all beings. You see, Milarepa's tale isn't ancient history. It's your mirror. Like him, your ego builds towers of defense, only to tear you down. But through Buddhist wisdom, you can shift. Recognize the illusion, endure the discomfort of letting go, and emerge lighter. This power isn't reserved for mystics. It's yours, waiting in the quiet observation of your mind. Feel that possibility? It's the ego loosening its hold, whispering that freedom is closer than you think. By embracing this, you step into a life where wisdom guides, not whims. Milarepa proved it. Destruction leads to rebirth, pure and unburdened. The action plan. You've felt the ego's weight, diagnosed its deceptive hold, and witnessed Milarepa's triumphant shift through Buddhist wisdom. Now, it's time to make this real for you. Practical, actionable steps tailored to your busy American life, where pragmatism reigns. No fluffy theory here. We're building a 3-step protocol to destroy your ego, drawing directly from Buddhist principles like mindfulness, impermanence, and no-self. Think of it as a toolkit. Simple, effective, and designed for results you can feel in weeks. You'll start with an internal pivot, build daily momentum, and lock in lasting mastery. Ready to reclaim your peace? Let's dive in. Step 1. The mindset shift, awaken to no-self. This is your foundation, the internal revolution where you rewrite the ego's script. Begin by embracing anatta, Buddhism's core truth that there's no fixed you, just a flow of thoughts, sensations, and experiences. Why start here? Because fighting your ego directly only feeds it. Instead, observe it like a scientist watching clouds drift by. Each morning, before the chaos of emails and commutes hits, sit quietly for 5 minutes. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and label your thoughts. That's pride rising, or here's fear clinging. Feel the air on your skin, the subtle hum of your body, reminders that you're not separate from the world. Rhetorically, ask yourself, what if that nagging self-doubt isn't you, but just a passing wave? This shift dissolves the illusion of a solid ego, replacing it with curiosity. In your pragmatic US routine, apply it during stress peaks, like a heated meeting or family tension. Pause and think. This anger is impermanent, it doesn't define me. Studies in modern psychology echo this. Mindfulness-based therapies reduce ego-driven anxiety by up to 30% in month. You're not erasing your personality, you're freeing it from chains. Imagine driving through rush hour, someone cuts you off. Instead of rage, you smile at the ego's flare-up, letting it fade like exhaust in the wind. This internal change builds empathy too. You see others' egos as shared human folly, not threats. Commit to this for a week. Journal one ego moment daily, noting how labeling it loosens its grip. You'll notice lighter shoulders, clearer decisions, proof that mindset isn't woo-woo, it's your power switch. Step 2. The practical habit or daily detachment practice. Now, turn insight into action with a habit that chips away at ego daily, like a steady chisel on stone. Introduce metta meditation or loving-kindness practice, blended with ego-busting reflection. Do it for 10 minutes each evening, right after dinner or before bed, when your mind unwinds from the day's grind. Start by sitting comfortably, eyes closed, and repeat phrases silently. May I be free from ego's illusions. May I release attachments. Then extend it outward. May my colleagues, my family, even that stranger who annoyed me, find peace beyond their egos. Feel the warmth in your chest, like sunlight piercing fog. This counters the ego's isolation by fostering connection. Why this habit? It directly attacks clinging, teaching you to let go of grudges and validations. In your fast-paced life, juggling work deadlines, social media scrolls, gym sessions, it's pragmatic gold. When ego flares, like scrolling envy on Instagram, pause and whisper a meta phrase. May they thrive. My worth isn't in comparison. Make it stick with a trigger. Link it to brushing your teeth, turning a mundane routine into transformation. Track progress in a simple app or notebook. Note how often you catch ego tricks, like boasting in conversations, and redirect with humility. Buddhism's right effort principle fuels this. Consistent small actions erode mountains. You'll sense it in relationships. Less defensiveness, more genuine listens, leading to deeper bonds and even career boosts as humility invites collaboration. Sensory cue. Visualize ego as a balloon you gently deflate, watching it shrink with each breath. If you slip, no self-judgment. That's ego sneaking back. Restart with compassion. This habit isn't extra work. It's efficiency, freeing mental energy for what matters, like pursuing passions without fear of failure. Step 3. Long-term mastery, sustain through integration. You've shifted your mind and built the habit. Now weave it into your life's fabric for enduring mastery, ensuring ego stays dismantled like a weed pulled at the root. This step focuses on integration. Embed Buddhist awareness into your weekly rhythm, reviewing and adapting like a CEO auditing performance. Every Sunday, dedicate 20 minutes to reflection. Sit with a cup of coffee, journal 3 ego wins, moments you observed and released, and 1 area for growth. Then, plan integrations. During workouts, practice non-attachment to results. I'm here for the process, not perfection. At work, apply equanimity by viewing feedback as neutral data, not personal attack. Travel or hobbies. Use them to reinforce impermanence. Watch a sunset and think, this beauty passes. So do my ego's dramas. For long-term stickiness, join a community. Online Buddhist forums or local meditation groups in your U.S. city. Practical accountability without dogma. Track milestones monthly. Reduced stress levels, better sleep, more authentic interactions. If old patterns resurface, like during holidays when family egos clash, return to basics. Breathe, label, extend meta. Buddhism teaches the middle path. Balance effort with ease, avoiding burnout. Over time, this mastery transforms you into a beacon. Others notice your calm, drawing positive ripples. Feel the empowerment. No longer ego's puppet, you're the wise navigator of your life. Sustain it by evolving. Read a Buddhist text quarterly, like Thich Nhat Hanh's works, adapting lessons to your context. Mastery isn't perfection, it's resilient flow. You've got this practical, profound change that endures. You've come so far on this journey, haven't you? From that initial tug of the ego's chains, those whispers of doubt and division that cloud your days, to diagnosing its illusory grip rooted in societal illusions and forgotten interdependence. Then, through Milarepa's raw, transformative tale, you witnessed the shift. How enduring wisdom melts away the false self, revealing a boundless you, connected and free. And now, armed with the 3-step protocol, awakening to know self in quiet mornings, practicing daily detachment with loving kindness, and integrating mastery into your life's rhythm, you hold the keys to destroy your ego, not as an enemy, but as a gentle release. Imagine it, waking without that inner critic's shadow, navigating relationships with effortless compassion, facing life's storms with equanimity like a tree bending in the wind. Buddhism's lessons aren't distant relics. They're your blueprint for a life unchained, where suffering fades into clarity, and every moment pulses with potential. Feel that hope rising in your chest, warm and steady? It's real, the strength to let go of what no longer serves you, embracing the flow of existence with open arms. You've glimpsed how destroying the ego isn't loss. It's rebirth, a profound empowerment that turns isolation into unity, fear into freedom. Carry this wisdom forward. In your next conversation, your next challenge, let it guide you toward gentleness and grace. You're not alone in this. Countless seekers have walked this path, emerging lighter, wiser, more alive. From all of us at Timeless Wisdom Official, thank you sincerely for investing your time in this exploration. It's an honor to share these timeless truths with souls like yours, hungry for growth. If this resonated deep within you, lighting a spark of change, we'd love for you to hit that subscribe button to join our community of lifelong learners, discovering more paths to personal mastery. Give it a like if it empowered you, and share it with someone who might need this nudge toward inner peace. Together, we can ripple this wisdom outward. Drop a comment below. What ego illusion are you ready to release? Share your thoughts, aha moments, or lessons learned. We read every one and cherish the connection. Until next time, breathe deeply, live gently, and remember, true strength lies in surrender.